What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Bavolar, and I'm back at it with another great video for today. But before I get into the video, I want to remind you can get my book, Black Service and Black Veteran, available right now on Amazon, where I talk about everything, how to navigate through one's military career, life as a veteran, VA disability, and much more. So you want to make sure you get it. Black Service and Black Veteran, available right now on Amazon. Link in the description below. Also, if you need help with your claim, the appeal status, how to put in the claim, help prepping for a CMP exam, everything you need, let's book a one-on-one coaching session so we can help you get some wins under your belt and get that rating that you deserve. So also, before I get into it, please make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the red notification bell. What I want to talk about for today, we're going to do something a little different here. I know you're used to hearing me talk about things that veterans can do. Well, I want to dedicate this video to service members here and what to do as far as applying for disability. And the reason I'm doing this video is in a Facebook group, and I see a lot of service members and veterans talk amongst each other on what to do before getting out of service, how to go about disability, what should they do. So this video here will help those service members who plan on getting out of the military, especially if you're within 6 months, 90 days. We're gonna go over all of that here. So let's just say you decided, I want to get out of service. Maybe there's a better job out there. Maybe you want to go to school, whatever the case may be. Okay, well, what should you do? You're thinking about filing disability. Well, I think first is understanding how the disability process works here. I think, I didn't understand how it worked when I was getting out. I knew you go to the TAP classes, I think, when you're 90 days, they send you that, it's for a week. And even that, they briefly go over it, but they don't really go in depth to really tell you how it works. So number one, if you're within 6 months of getting out of service, first thing you need to do, if you're even thinking of filing the claim, whatever it may be, first, well, let me start here. What can you file for disability for? Anything you didn't have prior to going into service. So let's just say, for example, you go into service, you play sport, you hurt your foot playing basketball, flag football or something, or you sprain your ankle. 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to go to medical. You'll probably be limited duty for a few days, whatever the case may be, and that's going to be in your service record. Sprained ankle, it'll be there. You can file a disability for that, for your ankle. You're still feeling ankle pain after the fact. Boom. You have a paper trail there, it shows it's in your service record. Here's the thing. If you want to, whether it's tinnitus, migraines, pest planners, flat foot, PTSD, somatic symptom disorder, whatever it is you plan on filing when getting out of service, you need to go to medical. Go to sick call, especially during 6 months. I would make sure I'm going to sick call, so make sure they're putting a paper trail of all of that. Now, if you have 90 days or less in the military, you want to go to sick call. You should be a sick call every chance you get, and making sure you're putting all of that in your medical records, whatever it is you're planning to file. And you can file as many claims as you want to. There's no limit. Now, I want to make this quick disclaimer. Please don't lie, stretch the truth, malign or anything like that. It is unethical, it's illegal, and it's against the law. There was a video I think I was on the Young Turks sports channel where they were talking about a veteran who lied on his disability, saying it was worse than what it was, straight malingering. He can barely walking with a cane and stuff, and now this veteran is serving a year in jail for it and owes the government money for it. So because he was running a marathon, putting it on social media. I'll probably cover that in another video where I will talk about, because I talk about this stuff all the time, to not lie, stretch the truth, or do any of that stuff. I do not promote that here. But so I probably will cover that soon. But like I said, if you have migraines, if you have anything that you feel that you have is in your best interest to go to medical. Like I said, especially if you have 90 days. Because here's the thing, I'm going to go over this. Yes, it's frowned upon to go to medical. You hear it from your higher ups, your sergeant, your first class petty officer, your division officer. You're going to medical. All this, Is your vagina hurt? You know, little silly comments like that you hear all the time. You know, to deter you from going to medical. You know, see, the thing I'm saying, especially for service members, and you know, I was one of these. It's what I'm telling you here. It's probably counter to everything you've learned while you were in the service. You know, I didn't really go to medical a lot, and you know, but I think that hurts you in the long run when you do that, right? Because here's the thing: this is your claim. This is, you know, you're getting out the military. This is the rest of your life ahead of you. You know, say okay, you're a young soldier in the Army, getting out of the service at 23, 24 years old, right? You want to go to college. Maybe, you know, father's disabilities. That's, you know, that's extra money in your pocket. Or if you're 30 something, or 40 something, getting out of service, you know, this is money for you and your family. You served, you deserve here. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise here. You know, they're gonna tell you, hey, don't. What are you going to medical for? You know, because you know they felt, well, the needs of here comes first. Whatever, right? Listen, don't listen to that. Don't. Now, that's not to say straight disobey your higher up there. You know, that is still punishable by the UCMJ. So I'm not saying directly disobey. What I'm saying is you gotta block that noise out of them trying to deter you from going to medical, or making these little comments towards you, and then you end up discouraged. You say, oh man, let me not go. I don't feel like hearing that. Listen, at the end, think of it like this: when the day you get out of service, 2 weeks later, they're not going to care. They're not going to give one iota about you. I promise you, they will replace you, and they will act like you never. It doesn't matter if they say, hey, you know, it was a pleasure having you. Petty Officer Johnson, Lance Corporal Williams. Oh, we miss you. You know, they throw a little, go away party. You'll be truly missed. Listen, bull jive. They might say that, but once you're there, once you're gone, they'll forget all about you. So this is the first, these are one of the steps for the rest of your life. And I actually cover this in my book, Black Service, Black Veteran. I talk about that, and I actually cover that whole thing more extensively. So you want to make sure you're going to medical. You have that paper trail. Make sure you have these things. Have all your ducks in a row when you're getting out of the service, because this way the transition will be smoother. So let's just say you went to the doctor. Hey, having foot pain, ankle pain, knee pain, migraines, tinnitus, all these things, right? Sleep apnea, back pain. Once they're going to document all this stuff, it's going to be in your service treatment records. Now, when you get out, if you're within 90 days of getting out of service, you can actually file a claim for disability, or if you're in 90 days of getting out of service. So you have a whole paper trail there, because that's the first thing. When you put in the claim through the VA, the first thing they're going to do is go through your service treatment records. A lot of times when veterans get denied, what's one of the things they say? No medical evidence, it was no complaint in service treatment record. That's one of the things they put when they deny you if it wasn't, or if you have no medical evidence. There you go. Now you have medical evidence. Now you don't have, when you get out of service. One of the mistakes I made was I waited years until after I got out of service to file these claims, and now I have to scramble to go get medical evidence when I could have saved a lot of time and energy getting it into my service records. Boom, smoother transition. So that's why, listen, I can't emphasize this enough. Get your butt to the doctor, go to sick call, sick bay, whatever they call it, in your respective branch of service. Get this stuff in your service record. This way, you're not putting these claims. When you get out, likely you'll get approved. Now, I don't know, I don't know what the examiner is going to say, what they're going to put, but if they see that it's in your service treatment record, you go to articulate your symptoms, good chance you're going to get approved. The odds of now are stacked in your favor, as opposed to because once you get out of service, and if you're more than a year out of service and you file these things, it's not in your service record, it's not your service treatment record, there's no kind of medical evidence, it's going to be harder to get, because they're going to look and say, well, why didn't you complain about this when you were in the service? Why is it in your service treatment records? That's usually, they use that against you. So once again, Get your butt to the doctor. Get your butt to the doctor. I will re-emphasize that. That's all I got for today. Once again, please subscribe, and share. Also, get my book, Black Service and Black Veteran, where I talk about VA claims and much more in there. Definitely a great read for you. Available right now. Link in the description below. If you're stuck with your claim, you need help getting that rating that you deserve, let's book a one-on-one coaching session. Let's get those wins and get that rating that you deserve. That's all I got for today. Peace.